Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and today we are going to be playing some FTL faster than light. Got a few people stopping in, so here we go. This is a live stream, so whatever happens, happens. There's not going to be any save scumming or anything like that. Not that there ever was. Last time on the stream, actually, I had a very good run. Just show you that briefly. No highlights to show, really, because there's no recording, but the theory ended up winning with my first run with the Mantis C. Ooh, how impressive. Almost unlocked the Crystal Cruiser as well. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I do have a fresh save, so not everything is unlocked, unfortunately. As you can see, I am a little downer on the unlocks. So I don't know if any viewers here actually have a ship request or something that they want me to play. I would love to unlock the Federation Cruiser or the Rock Cruiser, but I have kind of an itching to try and unlock the Zoltan B. Problem is that to do that, you really kind of have to do a dedicated run to do it. I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do on stream. So, suggestions from the room? Anybody? Let me give just a second go around here. Like I said, my runs have been pretty good recently. I actually could try and run the Kestrel just to see if I can get the Kestrel B, because I am not quite there. So we'll figure this out in just a moment. It doesn't seem like I'm getting suggestions at this point, which is okay. So I think we're going to go with the computer. We're just going to leave that misspelling, just the computer right there, because that's what spelling felt like doing for me. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce that the whole time, but we'll find out. This is the Engi. Lots of benefits from there before. I like selling Metabot Dispersal. Ion Blast 2 is a fantastic weapon. Combat drone is very good if you can support it with drones. However, my history with this ship tells me that I'm probably going to crash, burn, and explode because hard mode brings some hard situations. So we'll find out here. Multiple distress beacons to start with. Let's update this just to see what we got. Engi going to update the stream info real quick. Engi crew equal alive. There we go. They're Engis. We don't know if they're alive. Engi. Gotta actually get that correct. Okay, so here we go. You located a nearby human mining colony, and they're setting up quarantine for the riot. This is a great one to have Engi to start off with, because all we gotta do is hit 3 and get the goodies. Fuel otherwise. Second distress beacon. Don't know if I'm gonna be so lucky. Now the first sector is always a civilian sector, so we'll see kind of what gets to make of it, but this is a trap. And fortunately for me, this is a this is not a great ship to fight, mainly because I will need to use the combat drone on this, and I'm going to need to take down the Zoltan shield. Now, I could go for the achievement that says, hey, look, here's the Zoltan shield. It's getting taken down with just the drone. But with the ion weapon there, that's not the best option, because I'm probably going to get lasered. Oh, in the shield room right away. That's fun. Now, I'm not doing a no-polish challenge or anything like this, and if this run goes to shit, I may try and do a shieldless run for the stealth cruiser. And I have a feeling this run is going to be a little unpleasant pretty shortly. It just depends on how things are going. So this is Sector 1. And that's things exploding. So decent start. Get some drone parts. A little bit of a trap, but that's okay. Probably want to hop into the nebula here just to try and stick with these things, because we're going to only get a finite number of jumps. So hello all of you who are viewing. My name is Way to Fail. I am on the YouTubes from time to time, but I am excited to be streaming as well, especially because this black market trader is about to get destroyed. Now, that's not very nice of me, because he has missiles and everything, and he's just trying to make a living, but what can you do? So, yeah. Oxygen out first. Like I said, the Engi is sort of a funny ship in a way. It's actually really convenient that I took out the missile launcher right there. So I'm getting some pretty nice hits. But we'll see if we can keep this up. It's possible that we will. First sectors are going to be really key for this ship. The Ion Blast is amazing. The Combat 1 drone is very good. A drone recovery arm is going to really support this ship. And some other kind of weapon, because the Ion Blast 2, you don't want to roll with that by itself forever. Okay, granted, I have actually won pretty much living off the land just by relying on the Ion Blast 2. Oh wow, we got mind control. Okay, we are definitely ioning the weapons here. And we'll just let you attack the weapon system. Actually, no, we won't. We will do this, and we will power the Metabots. Fortunately, this is a Engi that's not going to be hurting anybody pretty badly, but I really hope the weapons get taken out. Cool. So I said we're just starting out here. The Metabots are going to do their thing. It's funny. I always say I'm going to sell the Metabots right away, and then I end up using them early. So investigate the station and an explosive replicator. Now that's a little interesting, at least from the standpoint of if I get missiles. But yeah, if you saw the name for the ship, this is the Compa Tour, because that's not a special spelling. It's just what it is. And we are on hard, and as you can see, I'm destroying any hope of oxygen in my ship here. But yeah, we are hard. This is advanced edition content, so we're just going to try and get maximum scrap here, hoping for level 2 shields, hoping for a good store early on. And we're moving into engage. Now this is not an that's a defense drone, so I can deal with that. You gotta start watching your drone counts eventually, but for now I'm just going to try and be hyper aggressive. If this was a shielding drone or an anti-drone drone, I'd probably just avoid this fight because I'd have no choice. Or I'd have to double ion multiple systems here, whether it's the whatchamacallit, the drone controller or anything else. And hello, Ice Cream, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Glad you're able to make it this time. I promise I'm going to stream Scrolls. I promise it's going to happen. The Wild update just came out. Honestly, I got to catch up a little bit with the game. But today it's FTL. You've been playing much Scrolls lately? Through Transistor. I hate asking, will you be playing through Transistor, but I don't actually know what you mean, and that makes me feel kind of dumb, but I'm glad you're doing good. Alright. And I'm recording a VOD of this, but y'all are going to be a little confused about some of the stuff I say because I do not have any, I don't have anything up that shows the Twitch chat on the recording, so it's just going to be me playing. But yeah, oh, okay, that's the chain ion, that's right. So that's, fortunately didn't take out my drone system. It can eat my shields as much as it pleases. I said, first sector, this is about as good of a start as I can hope to. Oh, Transistor. Oh, wow, Transistor finally came out. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, I'm very excited about that game. But I've done a very good job of not spoiling it for myself, so I know almost nothing about it. This is actually going to be a pretty bad ship because I didn't get a shield upgrade. Alright. Well, let's bring the fight to him anyway. We're already here. So just looking for a store. We'll see. But yeah, I am excited about it just because Bastion's one of those really fun games that... Oh, it's just 2 single-shot lasers. Whew. Bastion's just one of those... It's a game that's really fun, but it really sticks with you, too, after a while. And I'm going to push my luck here way too far. There we go. So, fortunately, Engis are good at repairing. Unfortunately, the Ion Blast is a very fast weapon. So, please don't hurt me. Okay, doors, I can deal with that. So far, so good. And there we go. Still no store. Really expecting a Sector 1 store by now. You know what? There's really not going to be 132 scrap worth of stuff, but I'm not going to upgrade my shields yet. It's a little greedy to do this, but greed in early FTL is very important. They need to take possession of an enemy intact, and they're not going to offer it to us because we're not properly equipped. That's what she said. Har har. Yeah, Semtech, so far so good, but, I mean, anything can turn around here. I've been insta-gibbed by crazy loadouts in Sector 1 in FTL. Yeah, the Bastion soundtrack is... It's great too. And I mean, let's not, and it's funny, we're talking about all this Bastion stuff and nobody's even brought up the narrator. I don't want to say that's the first game with awesome, badass kind of narration, but definitely paved the way for modern use of voice work for stuff like that. That's for sure. But there we go. It's nice. It's so relaxing. It's like we're on the NGA and it's playing how it's supposed to the point where El Nub Nub is manning the doors. In terms of Let's Play, I don't want to commit to that just yet. Can I make this? 1, 2, 3... Oh, that's going to be close. You know what? It's going to be close. We're going to go for it. Yeah, there might be a Let's Play. I did just close out 1 or 2 series recently, so Explosive Replicator, auto-buy the long-range scanners. That's every time. Explosive Replicator or Lifeform Scanner. I don't have extra explosives. I am going to get rid of the Metabot Dispersal because that's 30 free scrap. That could be really good. You know, I apologize for the coughing all of a sudden. But, you know, this is not the best store I've ever seen. I mean, Mind Control could be nice. I was really hoping for a weapon, though. But long-range scanners is good enough. We're going to issue the teleporter for now. And we're going to... as much as fun as it would be to get Sector 1 cloaking, there's too many things I need to upgrade. So we're not going to do that. Alright, so... get this here. And now we have to hope that we can make it in time. And I don't know if we can. Alright. So I hope I didn't screw myself up too badly, but we are going to do this and this. And probably need to upgrade the doors next. Missile boat run. I did actually accept somebody's challenge once upon a time. Oh, it's not even the right Engi to be healed. I did accept somebody's challenge once upon a time to do a missile-only run, and I think I made it to Sector 3. That was with the Rock A. It was pretty brutal. Kind of like this is about to be brutal, because I think the Rebel fleet is going to catch up to me, but I did get long-range scanners, so that's going to help. Alright, dilapidated space station appears ability to detect faint life signatures. I really don't want to lose my crew right now. So I'm not going to board the station to look for survivors because my itchy nose is telling me this is dangerous. So let's collect some scrap. There we go. And I think I'm going to make it to the exit in time. That's lucky. Hey, Terra Fox. I read that very wrongly. How are you doing today? Okay, good. This is a good time to have level 2 shields. Your arrival, you're greeted by probably a drone boat. Yeah, and I could... Okay, I can't train on this, and I've heard plenty of people ask why I don't do training in my videos, like, say, someone like Lethal Frag or plenty of other people who play FTL, and don't get me wrong, training is a very smart thing to do. It is something that will let you get a lot more dodge, a lot faster weapon fire. It's really good for your survivability. But I'm impatient and slow. Not slow. I'm impatient. It takes a while. I'd rather not do it. I'm not going for a challenge run today. I may, depending on where time goes, I'm going to be doing a shieldless run at some point. But at least for now, this is just straight up. Honestly, I don't know if you had an opportunity to see my... I don't know if I have an opportunity to see anything regarding the opening of this, but I'm trying to unlock the Federation cruiser. I don't have all my unlocks. And Gorn Sager, thank you for letting me know about the video problems. I'm not showing any frames dropped, so, but I am very sensitive to that because my internet connection, for lack of a better word, sucks donkey balls, which is kind of an insult to donkey balls, but that's the way it goes. Let's see here. Improve your reactor for 2 missiles and 3 drones. I think that's worth it for that. So we'll get the reactor upgrade 1 there. It drops me on drones a little bit, and drones are my weapon at this point, but I'm banking on possibly being able to do better here. So Mantis or Rebel controlled. Now this is where we get into exciting things. Because what's been guiding my jump decisions lately is what's going to give me the best shot at unlocking the crystal ship. And unfortunately, Mantis and Rebel controlled sectors don't have that option. Yeah, I've heard Twitch is having connection issues if a Yahoo buyout happens, and not Yahoo. Oh God, no, not Yahoo. If a Google buyout happens, I wonder if Twitch will have the same problems or not. We can start that conversation if you want. But yeah, I'm going for the crystal unlock still, and these green sectors first are going to give me a better shot than over here. Lots of red though, which I like. So yeah, I'm sorry if we're having some Twitch issues here. Like I said, I'm not showing anything on my end, but if enough people need me to restart the stream, I can. So we're in another sector, Rebel controlled. Would love a store. I only have 11 drones. I'm going to have to really pay attention to my drone count here. Now, I have 46 scrap. It's probably best that I sit on it. So let's see. Here we go. 1 shield. Good to have 2 things. And I'm actually up 1 on reactor power, so that's good. Let me just update here. Sector 2. Alright. Now I don't know if this is going to affect some of you or not. It really shouldn't, but I am streaming from America. So I don't know. I know Twitch is located in plenty of different places and internet server things or all kinds of things, and I'm not even paying attention to my crew getting blasted here. It's funny, I've been playing so many games recently with clone bays that I kind of forget what it's like to not have those. So let's do the door thing, just say la la la. My guy's getting killed here. Yeah, I should probably watch out for borders. You're going to see that at least while I'm streaming a little bit, I'm just as inattentive as when I'm playing on YouTube. That's not a hallmark of a good player. But I'm not, I will never, ever, ever say that I'm the bestest ever. And if you've seen me post on Reddit, I hope it comes across as that. Like, I could switch my auto-fire to weapons pretty well. So that's, I'm really sorry that you're having problems, Jorgen. Like I said, I don't know. Things seem to be coming out all right. So no store yet. Let's upgrade the doors because we're in door time. All right. Probably going to go up here, down here, and then see if we can float around. I'm really going to be trying to look for a store. Yeah, clone bays are really nice, especially with the DNA bank, if you can get it. So I'm going to attempt to download because that'll get me into a fight. Maybe. Well, he does have cloaking, so that's a little annoying, but he doesn't have shields. So if I didn't already have the achievement for killing things without or using only drones, I could go for that right here, but I don't, so I'm not. So those weapons will be down. Hopefully that's not an ion bomb. Well, if it is an ion bomb, I guess it's better than like a fire bomb. And we got, okay, an ion bomb in the engines. At least it's not damage. And that's that. Reason I'm targeting the cockpit is to drop the dodge to 0, by the way. So gotta wait for I gotta wait for this to work because I'll nub at 100%. Yeah, this is the nice part, is that weapons are all really good. Unfortunate thing about the Advanced Edition upgrade is that my crew number 2 would always be the weapon person. You know, the thing, White Whale, about clone bays is that you gotta know how to manage them to a point. I mean, what it boils down to is that sometimes you gotta cull your crew, sometimes you gotta get in situations where you can get some more combat experience or some more other experience. But yeah, if you play your cards right, it can be really, really powerful. It really helps with Save Mantis, for instance. So this is free, should not cost any fuel, so quest marker, that's good. Second store. So we're probably not going to hit that store. But I will try and get this jump in and see if we can tail ahead here. But yeah, clone bays took me a little bit of getting used to be honest. So surrender your goods. Yar, I'm a pirate. They're trying to fly away. Should be able to get them. I just don't want to get missiled in a critical system because that would make me a sad panda. Alright, please missile. And the drones. They are worse places to be missiled. I probably shouldn't be unmanning my weapons, but of course that would happen. And see, this is really nice. I do like this a lot. You'll notice the AI is just straight up targeting critical systems here, or damage systems. So we will have the combat drone back up in just a second. Looks like we're going to have to repair a little bit afterwards. I guess I can give this guy air to go through again. So we gotta watch it before the ship just decides to peace out. Come on. Please keep hitting. There we go. Alright, I'm probably going to take another damage here. Oh, actually my combat drone got shot down. That's annoying. You know what? If it's about to be jump imminent time... Yeah, if it's about to be jump imminent time, I might as well jump. Because I don't want the Rebel advance to happen and then I lose that store. So, you know what? The crystal ship on the other computer. Sad part is that oh my god, that's a terrible weapon lineup. Sad part is that I actually do not... These are fucking awful stores. But I don't actually have the crystal unlock in the other computer. I actually deleted my only save that has the crystal. Like, totally deleted it. Just fresh start. So, that might be smart. Now, let's see here. I guess I gotta prioritize going to that other store now, because I'm really going to need a weapon by next sector, whatever it may be. So, question is, 9 drones, is that enough? I can make it to that store, but I'm going to have to jump through that. Well, let's do it. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to miss that quest marker. Oh, well. So, why do you say the crystal ship's been nerfed? I'm curious. Is it just because other ships are better, or is the content more challenging? Because, like I said, I haven't had an opportunity to play with the crystal ship since Advanced Edition, because I went YOLO, blow things up. Oh, those are not connected either. I'm actually not going to be able to hit that store, so we're not gonna hit that nebula. Ignore. I want the fuel. And another thing here. Combat drones. I've gone from feeling really good about this run to a little uncomfortable that I don't have another weapon yet. Because we're going to start losing some mileage in Sector 3. And I could have picked up a heavy laser. I don't really like it, or I don't really like spending 50 scrap on it. The heavy laser's good, but yeah, I mean, the new features for the can make the crystal ship a little bit tougher. I mean, mind control can kind of be a hard counter to lockdown if the AI is smart enough to use it. But usually the AI is not. This is a really sad sector. But you know what? We're not going to a pulsar with the ship, and we're going to miss out on that store. So, well, you know what? I hope so. I've actually had some really big issues upgrading to from Snow Leopard to Mavericks. I've had some major issues. Like, my laptop kind of poops on itself all the time now, which is really annoying because it's an old laptop, but I still use it for work. So, well, yeah, the starting weapons. I mean, whoa, we gotta actually deal with this fire here. Oh, that's going to be a really tough fire to deal with, actually. I guess all hands on this part. We'll see if the repair does the same thing here. We'll see if we can knock down this drone. There we go. Oh, wow, I actually managed to shoot down the drone with the ion weapon. That was good timing. Alright, so shield's critical, but did not take damage. Good. So it should be okay here. El Nub can go back. Yeah, the crystal... I mean, the breakdown of Crystal A versus Crystal B. Crystal A is all about staggering weapons. So that's kind of the base... That's always been the basic MO of it. You fire, you try and get your shield penetration. If you can get an additional weapon, you're going to be golden. The Crystal B is just like the Mantis B. It's really a fun, fantastic ship. And it's better than the Mantis B in that it starts with lockdown, and it's worse in that it starts with level 1 shields. So, I mean, what you get in the end is that you still got to hope for some RNG in your favor that you don't get screwed by not getting a weapon ever, because you want something. However, with hacking, the Crystal B is a little bit more effective. I'm not selling any of my drone parts. That's kind of suicide. So, next sector, Mista Store, Zoltan Sector, or Civilian Sector. Unfortunately, the Crystal Unlock, the first event, can only happen in the Civilian Sector. So this is really going to streamline for what we're going to have to do. But considering what my loadout is, I'm not as concerned about Zoltan Sector because of the Ion Blast, but I'm going to go Civilian. Because I'm still going for the Crystal Unlock. I will every time until I unlock it. We could be here a while. Store! Do I do the store first? Yes. Because that's connected to enough stuff. But yeah, mind control is pretty rare at the beginning. I've actually have not unlocked the Federation. These weapons are terrible. Oh, these weapons are... Oh, and a weapon pre-igniter that I can't use. This is making me a little uncomfortable. Okay, do we... Please tell me we have a second store nearby. We don't. So we are going to buy mind control. Because it's something, and it means that I won't be missing for a while. But the Federation C, I have heard some very mixed reviews about it, but that's exactly what it is, hearsay. So, I mean, the long and short of it is that it's a powerful ship, but you got to actually survive to get the flat going. And I mean, right now, I've been RNG'd like hell with these stores, but what can you do? And I probably should have manned my doors, but we'll see where these guys... Oh, it's just one. How cute. Now, if for those of you who don't know, on hard, they do have buffed breaking through doors, if you can tell already. I really should be ironing the weapons right now. Please hit. Yes, good. And one drone part. Yeah, I mean, I could get the ion stunner. I know that. But I already kind of have an ion weapon, and I could possibly go back and get it, but I'm not as huge on it, even though it is pretty cheap to run. There's better kind of weapons out there, I think. Let's see here. So I'm sorry, I've really disappointed Semtex, who's watching this on a little bit of a delay. But that's how it goes. And we still have an intruder. Hello, Mantis. Why don't you come into our med bay? You know what's great about that fight? What's great is that I didn't use my mind control at all. So we'll just clear this out. But of course I don't have level 2 scanners, so I should probably do that. Should probably close these doors. Lots of things I should probably do. But it's along the lines of, when I run this ship, it's kind of like the iron will do so much work, but I got to get something to support it. And if I can find another store 2 jumps away, that'll give me something better to support it. That's what I'm going to go for. Plus, I still have some augments to sell, such as the explosive replicator. Or maybe I'll get a good bomb or something. Who knows? And I really should update the status here. Once I buy a weapon. There we go. So we found you. Prepare to die. Okay, I will prepare my anus. And I'm going to get boarded again, so I'm going to probably just mine... No. We're not going to do that. This is what we've got to do here. So he's going to go into this room. He's going to get knocked out here in just a second. I am going to mind control the pilot because I really want these weapons to hit. That is a 2-shot laser. So, see how long we can make that last. And here we go, kind of the auto fight from here. Oh, wow. If you notice there, the shield clipping for the, or the room clipping, I actually managed to not take damage. I'm not entirely sure why that happened. I'm sure someone who's smarter than me with the programming and how it works can explain that better. Unfortunately, right now my scanners are totally out, but that's why I'm manning the doors. You're not going to escape. I think that guy died. Because I'm not getting the intruder alert. So let's see here. I really need to be ironing the other things at this point. Let's go and repair that. That's a terrible surrender offer. They can do way better than that. So 19. I guess they can do better than that. And I keep getting excited, like, store! No, not that store. Kind of talk myself out of the ion stunner, as nice as it can be. It's just not quite the utility I'm looking for right now. Alright, so we'll go here, and then I'm going to really hope that this cluster has one other store, because I used to not play with the little marks here for connected sectors, but playing on hard, I like to tell myself that that's just kind of... You're playing on hard, so that's what you do. Okay, attack the automated ship to get to the sensor station. Oh, lordy. Well, we're definitely ironing the weapons again. Unfortunately, that missile launcher is very likely going to fire. Very likely going to fire. And that means I need to put you on evasion. What are you doing standing around? And there's one missile, and I shut it down first, and it's right in the sensor, so 3 damage. I'll be okay. I've had worse hauls. I've had a lot worse runs with the Engi A. But of course, stores are not being very kind to me today, so that doesn't help at all. Alright. One more cloak. Weapon's going to come back up, but my drone should kill it in time. Yay! 11 scrap. Not worth it. But sector data. Totally worth it. 2 stores. That's really good to know that there are 2 stores. Problem is that I need to make it to the 2 stores. And we're going to have to get through some fights to do it. So, are there any necessary upgrades for my ship that I can make right now? Let's get scanners. That way I can just start mind controlling now. And actually, while we're at it, let's repair the scanners. So yeah, once again, my name's Way to Fail. I do a lot of YouTube-y things. Here is the information on that if you ever want to know. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. There's my brief plug. Yeah, you're right. I probably should be rerouting the power, but that's why it's good to have you all in chat to tell me, hey, look, dummy, you haven't had Metabot dispersal for like a sector. Responsibility. This is, if you watched the last stream, you know that you don't want me as a captain. I'll just kill you again and again and leave you in dangerous situations. And what? Wow. Okay, I thought I hit 2. No, I just accidentally sold something to a slaver. Well, shit. Alright. That is not good, because I could have gotten a crew member there, and instead I lost a crew member. That's a shame. LOLOL at me. That is the first time I've ever screwed that up, ever. Ever. But we'll see here, because I just thought, la la la, I can do it. But no. Yeah, you all can slow clap me all you want. Good boarding drone. Why don't we just do that as well? That's really nice. And while we're at it, let's mind control while we're here. And we're going to have no evasion, and we're going to lose our shield here in just a second, so that's fun. See if I can possibly take out the drone control. Probably not. Okay, so this is starting to get on the turn of unfortunate. Because this is where I really want a weapon. I want to be able to break this stuff down. And that's just a system bomb, so I'll be okay. And I'm going to lose my cockpit, aren't I? I'm not going to get it in time. Oh, did I get it? Got it in time. Alright, let's get this firing again. Uh-oh. Okay, this is why FTL's fun, because things are not always easy. However, it looks like I'm going to be able to win this fight, but yeah, that was exciting. System bombs for everybody. I mean, what do you do on this run? It's like that's how that goes. So we're going to have to get some repairs here in just a minute. Let's go and close all these doors and re-oxygenate and do the thing that so many people have pointed out to me on just various forms of media, which is that... Okay. There we go. First off, let's let these guys die. Not going to accept surrender. Really wish I had another crew member, but what can you do? They're dead. Now, the other thing that people have pointed out to me in the past that I used to not know is if you open all the doors, it re-oxygenates rooms pretty quickly. Now, I don't know if that's going to fix the oxygen situation in the hull breach, but we're going to find out. Probably not. So, yes, no, maybe. At least we're right next to the med bay, right? So let's get you all in there. Not too bad. Could have been worse. I don't know. I could have my crew back. I can't believe it. The quest text is so sad. I've only ever had to sell a crew to slavers once, and that was on the stealth B, because I didn't really want to get in the fight that I was about to get into. But I've never seen just, oh, he looks so sad. So am I going to have to buy a crew here? I actually have enough jumps to where I can go this distress beacon first, but it looks like no matter what, we have to go near a star. So we're going to hit all of these, I think. If only those were connected. We'll hit the distress beacon first. Sometimes that's a crew event. Now we have to be aggressive and hope we don't turn this into an NGB run. Your sensors pick up a single life form. Alright. Hey, guys. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. Let's make our predictions now. Is this going to be the crazy person that kills one of my crew, or is it someone that joins him? And join your crew. Oh, we got an Engi. Yay, we got a weapons guy. I already have a weapons guy. So you're going to engines. And did he come with damage? No, but there we go. Hi, Charlie. How many Charlies do we need on this run? Can somebody tell me? Go to the options and check brief delay so that won't happen again. That's a good idea. I didn't actually know that option was there. I don't know if that's new or not, but I'll do that in the future. Okay, burst laser 1. That is a thing I can do. Scrap recovery arm. I'm actually not super enamored with scrap recovery arms like some people are. Especially when I have 2 stores that I can jump to. And that's kind of the deal here, is that I can buy another crew. I'm definitely getting the Burst Laser Mark II. That's happening. And I'm going to sell the Explosive Replicator because it's only for missiles. So there we go. La la. Making sure I don't sell the long-range scanners. So I'm up to 50. And like I said, I know a ton of people love scrap recovery arms. It is their bread and butter, their favorite, their favoritist ever. But I am going to go without. And let's see here. This is going to get a little dicey because there's another store. There's only so many weapons I can get with 50 scrap. But if I go the star first, this store is connected to the exit. So we're going to do that. Now the Burst Laser 2 I can't use right away, but it's only 75 scrap or 85 scrap to do that. And I'm taking a calculated risk not repairing here. So we'll see how this goes. So Yvonne, El Nub Nub, and Charlie. And we got an automated scout drone that's mind controlling me. Well, we got a counter for that at least. Alright, so let's take out the shields. These weapons are going to sink on the first volley, so the main thing is that I've got to prepare for the stars to explode at me just a little bit. So I'm just vacating some of the air, prevent defense. It's entirely possible that I should be manning the shields instead of the engines this fight. So we'll see here. If I can just get my weapon experience just right, I can start cycling down these shields. So, star explosion happening any minute. And not so bad. Prevent defense. Another tip that I got for posting on Reddit is, look at me, I'm an idiot and killed my Mantis crew. And people are like, you're an idiot. It's like, I know. Why do you think I go by the screen name Way to Fail Self? So 16 scrap, that's really good. That opens a ton of possibilities at the store. And in fact, we may be able to... okay, we're not going to be able to cheat around and get to multiple jumps here, but 2 stores. Defense drone, breach bomb, small bomb, charge ion. Interesting stuff. Now, defense drone is really going to be a good save my butt thing. That sounded really awful. I could get some crew. I thought this said swagger dingler, but it didn't. Charge ion is okay, but I do have sufficient ion. Breach 2 is fun. Small bomb, I always like small bombs. And I do have 15 missiles. But I do have plenty of other support here. So it's probably a choice between the defense drone, maybe the clone bay. I mean, you all know me, and I apparently really need a clone bay to babysit my crew. But I'm kind of feeling the defense drone this time around. So if there's a big missile boat, I can tank and survive a little bit longer and hopefully not get hit as many times. That's at least the goal. Or I could get some crew. I feel like defense drone's the right choice here. So... and yeah, hey, thanks again. It's really cool to see all of y'all showing up and sticking around here. My name's Way to Fail. I'm playing FTL, as you can probably tell just from looking at the top of the Twitch screen. And I think just kind of lollygagging a little bit. Let's go that. Free crew happens all the time. Canadian, did you see what I did to my crew? Maybe for normal players, and I don't mean normal difficulty, I mean players of normal skill and ability. crew events happen all the time. Apparently for me, not quite. Okay, so we are not, unfortunately, going to be able to get to the exit here without getting anti-ship batteried. And for those of you who don't know, anti-ship batteries are sad. So yeah, I agree with you all that the defense drone is probably the smarter way to go, which means I'm going to want four of these possibly. So let's see here. There are a number of privately owned ship construction platforms where you find a slot open for some immediate work. What's their specialty? And piloting system for some scrap. I don't have 13 scrap, so yeah, slaver. So I do have a weapon. That's good. The defense drone is going to be more of a oh shit situation. My better upgrade is weapons right now. And here's another civilian sector. So still no crystal unlock possibility, but we're not out of the woods. Well, actually, you know what? We are out of the woods because you need an Engi or Zoltan sector for the second event. So no crystal unlock this time. F that. We're going to play in the nebula a little bit because long-range scanners say these areas are relatively safe. I need some extra scrap to make some things happen. Because the one problem of many, going with combat and defense drones and throwing them all the time, is my drone count is not particularly high. So we're at Sector 4. And look, here's a missile. Right away. What was I saying before? Mind control, missile, ion blast. And this is where it's really kind of terrifying to not have the weapon power charge that maybe you want to. So I might actually, you know what? I think I am actually going to run from this fight. Did I just mind control the wrong room? Let's try that again. Yeah, that's kind of the thing here. This is a burst laser 2. That is a horrifying weapon. I think this is where we say run like hell. This is the kind of boat that shatters dreams. Drone recovery is pretty much going to be a must. I don't want to say it is a must for any time you run the... Okay. So I didn't put up a defense drone. Let's reevaluate what's going on here for a second. I have the defense drone augment. I didn't turn it on. That's what I get. Oh well. 3 damage. Totally avoidable. And the repair just got interrupted. So that's cool. And I didn't know you couldn't get that while crossing room. So might as well throw that up there now. Better late than never. Hopefully it doesn't get hit by a missile. Please work. Okay, good. So down to 8 drones we go. As fortunately I am dodging that burst laser pretty well, so we'll be able to jump before this next missile hits. But one thing that I really... Okay. Stupid ship. I still got some fights I got to get into here, and we're going to go probably this way. Well, let's go up here. Just to see if we can see some distress beacons. I like playing in the nebula, but not with 5 fuel. So that's a burst laser 2 and bombs. That's a combat drone. This is going to possibly get messy in just a second, so we'll see. Because I want more weapon power to get the burst laser 2. If I can stabilize the ship, that's going to be something. But I got to play the smart game, I guess, right? Which means actually, I don't know, being smart. And I know that El Nub Nub actually needs to heal himself. That's unfortunate luck. So that's another drone part gone. Oh, it's an anti-drone drone. Shit. Okay, so I just threw away two drones here. And what do you know? I need 5 weapon power to start fighting these ships. That's what that means. Alright, so... This is called we're going to be jumping away from this fight, too. Because I don't have the appropriate weapon power to make this happen. Which is really unfortunate. Let's get out of the nebula. But that's hard for you. They wouldn't call it hard if it was easy. But then again, for a lot of people, FTL's brand of hard is most games' versions of oh my god, please hurt me, emo with razors, cut. And like I said, I'm going to do this run to the finish, to the bitter end, wherever it goes. So we'll see what that means. More fights. We're in Sector 4. I have dropped 1-2 fights so far. I'm not in good shape. I really need to upgrade my weapons. I really don't need to fight something with 3 shields and a flat cannon. Alright. Let's make this happen. Defense drone will shoot down flaks. I think that's actually a flak 2. Or the flak 2 model. That's what it looks like. But you're not going to see that this early in the game. So let's unpause. And let's get boarded. Okay. Only one of you boarded me. That's cute. I guess because I mind controlled ahead of time. So if I can just keep getting those hits in. And they have a clone bay, so that's useful. And is my Engi actually going to take him out? Maybe. Can live the dream. Oh, my drones can get obliterated by that flak. Alright, well. That's what you got to do, right? If I can just keep those shields pinned long enough, I'll be good. So combat drone back online. I may actually pull this one off. I mean, I'm taking some serious flak damage, but I don't think it's a flak 2. It has the same models of flak 2, but I'm not even 7 pieces of shrapnel. So yeah, good luck flying away from there. I actually get a win. And this is kind of where I've said before, the Ion Blast 2, when you have a max skill weapon person, will tear through anything. It's the Vulcan before the Vulcan was the Vulcan. 6 missiles is not really what I need. 1 drone part would be fantastic, but I really need to get a better reward here. Alright. 26 scrap, that qualifies as a better reward. So get all this going. Ha, flacked up. I get it. I have said that line in the past too. Alright. Let's go ahead and really hope that we can get some fuel or something good or a store or something. I'm debating selling. I'm almost in a position where I'll need to sell my long-range scanners, but that's not a good idea. Let's press the number 2 button this time. Because we're on Sesame Street now, and this is going to be a 2-drone fight. So let's go ahead and get that started. When I say it's a true 2-drone fight, that means I'm going to have the defense drone up first. And once I get the shields down, I'm going to put up the combat drone. So let's see here. Are you actually going to try and board me? No, you're not. You're going to kill that Engi. So some people would say this is a training ship, but I don't think anytime you have missiles bearing down on you, it's a good idea to just leave your computer unattended. Unfortunately, okay, thank you for going to my sensors. Have a nice day. In fact, my sensors may get taken out here in just a minute. Because I don't know if that room's going to depressurize in time. No, there we go. Right for the doors. Come on, defense drone. I have such bad luck with defense drones in certain hull types, but usually it's pretty reliable with the NGA or any of the NGs because it's a little bit compact. So after this next missile fires, we're going to go for combat drone. There we go. Alright, so down and up. We're just going to try and keep it pinned. Try and get this going. Please don't take out my shields. I gotta watch for the actual missile fire animation. Here we go. Go, defense drone. Oh, got it. Good. I am down to 4 drone parts. This is gonna get bad in a minute. And you all are gonna die on that ship. Now that's interesting. It's 1 drone part. It's no fuel. It's an FTL jammer. I actually really do like FTL jammers. I'm going to accept the offer because that's kind of the max offer they can give when they hand out equipment. So I'll take that. My health situation is not that great, and there is a distress beacon. That'd be funny if it was a damaged stasis pod. I may need to try and go for a store up here first. We'll see. Bigger problem is that I'm going to need repairs. Yes, more drone parts are great. Okay, I was told there were stores in civilian sectors. Am I mistaken? I have 1 fuel left. So I have to go to engage a ship in mortal combat. Or I'll run out. So let's see here. Not super scary, but it is a slug ship, so it is going to mind to troll me. So 7. I'm down to 7. Now that is a small laser. That is ion stuff, so we're going to have to deal with that in a little bit. Fortunately, I do have... well, so much for that. I was going to say fortunately I have good defenses, but silly me not paying attention to 2 of my engines getting knocked down, so... We're going to have to mess with that in a second. I probably should be micromanaging my ions a little better. Just to not target the engines, target the weapons. Oh well. Take care of that. Hey, Tribble, so far things are interesting. I sold one of my crew to slavers because I'm a moron. And right now I have no fuel, and I'm in Sector 4. So there's some good things going on. There's some things that could be better. Yeah, this is like the... Oh, good, 3 fuel. So it's like the Oregon Trail problem. There we go. Store right in the far corner of the sector. At least the rebel fleet's far away enough that I can take advantage of it. And I have 74 scrap. Okay, hull laser 2. One of my favorites. Cannot afford to run it at all, but it's nice to know that it's there. Drone recovery arm. We are saved to a point. So we are going to get rid of the FTL jammer. I actually really like the FTL jammer with this build because it takes things a little bit longer, but I need too many repairs. So we're going to get rid of that. Going to buy the drone recovery arm. And what else do I do? Hacking I love, but I'm going to get it later. I really need repairs. And honestly, I don't have to have the defense and combat drones up simultaneously, as you've seen. So it's just going to be, I guess, repairs. As much as I'd love to buy Eris or Medine, except I don't have the scrap for it. Let's see here. How much do I want? How much do I dare to repair? I need to get some fuel. 7 fuel will do. And max repair. There we go. Drone recovery arm. Step 1. To balancing. I will really want to have level 3 shields by the end of this. Here's my ship layout for the computer. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. My hands just hit the keyboard. I tried to type computer. That's what happened. Slow clap. All right. This is my ship. This is my crew. This is my equipment. We're not as screwed as we were a jump ago, but we're not out of the woods yet at all. So I got probably 5 or 6 jumps. I'm not going to get that distress beacon, unfortunately. But I should be able to get into this fight and then go over here. So, yeah. I appreciate all the comments here. It's nice to see, hey, I'm doing what people tell me I should do. I bought all the fuel. Yeah. For some reason, those aren't connected, but that's space travel for you. Anywhere you want to go, they just never seem to put a beacon up there. It's the story of my EVE Online short life. So, unremarkable. Only did that just to see... Oh, it's another store. Well, isn't that fun? 2 stores the whole time. It's like a Hitchcockian twist. Okay. Well, we know what's going on here. My next step is I really want to get the Burst Laser 2 online, and I want level 3 shields. So we are not at all out of the woods yet. Tell me, how's Minecraft an evil game? Did it, like, punch you and take your lunch money or something? I'm serious. Minecraft is a game that gives me weird motion sickness. Like, oh, damn it. Okay, well. I can live with that for a second. Come on. Ah, you should have hit this stuff. Come on, crew. Kill each other. You're going to run to the med bay like a boss. Alright. Yeah, Minecraft... I've had problems my whole life with vertigo and 3D games. Which is why there's only certain 3D games you'll see me play. It's funny, I remember like chain playing Dark Souls 2 the day it came out on PC. And I got motion sick really bad. Like, really, really bad. I have to have the lights on. If it's like in the dark tunnel vision, it's still bad. Mario 64 to this day, I can't play for more than 5 minutes, and I'm laid out all night. And I've never tried gaming with Dramamine. I'm going to take the fuel here because I need the fuel. Oh, yeah, games could be evil. There's like it's the ghost in the machine, pretty much. It just comes out and slaps you in the face and says, Newt Gingrich was right, or something. Oh, this is an unremarkable store. I mean, the Beam 2 drone's a lot of fun. It really is. I've had an opportunity to play with it off camera. But we have fuel. We are going to get a few more repairs just to get that all the way up there. And then I need to start investing in my ship. So that's what's going to happen there. You know, the really sad part is, Deltini, is that the very first thing I did was turn off head bobbing. And I still have problems. It's completely... Oh, wow. Totally missed that one. So that sucks. Rock Homeworlds. Oh, this is great. So I actually possibly could have gotten maybe a crystal unlock somewhere, some way, somehow, and I missed it. Oh, well. But yeah, the head bobbing, that's the first thing I turn off. It's still not good. Same with, like... first-person shooters. Any first-person shooter. Hell, even first-person, like, the new Fallouts. Same thing. Yeah, well, that's Blood Bowl. I thought that was the point. Okay, what do we got? Distress Beacon. Asteroid Field. I'm a little scared of the Asteroid Field because I have level 2 shields. We'll go to the Distress Beacon first. Down to 3 fuel. Got to watch out for that. All right, and giant alien spiders. I'm going to leave them alone because I have no clone bay. The potential cost does not the potential cost outweighs the benefit. Skyrim, games like that. You know, I have had Skyrim for about 2 years, and I think I've spent more time installing mods than actually playing it. I think I've played about 2 hours of it. It's just one of those things it's one of those, I'll get around to it when I've had time, and then games like FTL take up my time. I actually built my current system with maxing Skyrim in mind, and FTL. That's the story of modern gaming, I think. That's a lot of stuff. Though I will say I have played a lot of Morrowind. Not Morrowind. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oblivion. So we're going to micromanage our drones here when this fires. And I promise we will. Just try and eke it out here. Here comes the missile anytime now. That's a 4 damage missile because it's taken way too long. Let's go ahead and get this out now. There we go. Just so we have it on standby so it doesn't take so long to boot up. There we go. That's micromanaging. It works. And that's why I'm not in a rush to upgrade my... The main reason I would upgrade my system here is so that when it takes damage from like a system bomb or something, it doesn't totally get fried. But yeah, that's what I was saying. The drone recovery arm is key, as most of y'all pointed out. But yeah, I have... Oh my gosh. Micromanaging fails. 4 damage. I deserve everything that I got there. Alright. Less patting myself on the back, more playing. That was just a derpity derp. And this time we will keep our eye squarely on this. And get ourselves back here. Yevon C, fortunately still alive. This is a very resilient ship. There we go. Let's do it. Boom. Alright. That's how that's supposed to work. Now, the danger of micromanaging something like this is having a heavy laser or something coming in and hitting it. So yeah, I appreciate the grimaces people are giving me online. Because it's true, I do it to myself too. But you know what? Still got the win. It's like my crew's winning in spite of me. It's like, I don't know, there was some Russell Crowe ship hijacking movie that came out recently. It's been so long since I've been out to the movies. And I love the true-to-life story of that movie because they make Russell Crowe out like some badass. or whoever, but the real captain in that ship hijacking was just a total wuss. That is 3 rocks on my ship. Do I mind control one of them? Yes? I guess so? We're just going to do it like this, I think. The problem with mind controlling enemies on my own ship is that they have a tendency, and I'm not going to do it. The reason I'm not is that they have a tendency to go to other systems with impunity and just kind of derp around and not do anything. And let's actually vent this room. All right. You're going for my mind control. You are smart, and unfortunately, I am probably going to lose it if I don't dump an Engi in there right now. I'm going to lose my mind control anyway. Okay. That's not good. Now we're going to watch this missile like a hawk and hope it doesn't actually fire right now. Right? That's what we're doing. Okay, so here comes the bum rush. And those are not borders from the ship. Those are just borders. That's a really good ship fire to get all of a sudden. And defense drones, save me. Oh, that was lucky. I should have had that prefabbed. You'll notice the little charge up light. I don't remember if it was like that in there before. They do not use my med bay. What you are seeing is Engis do that little damage. Between the rocks having a ton of health, it's just too much. I really don't want to accept this surrender, but I'm going to have to. And the great thing is, they surrendered, and I'm still getting attacked by intruders. How awful is that? Alright, so let's send an Engi to repair. Yeah, if it's 3 Mantis in there, they'll actually out DPS the Engis with level 1, so... Yeah, I just don't like mind controlling things on my ship. I don't like the way it works. If they couldn't just run through every room as if they had full access pass, it'd be different, but this is the longest fight I've seen. Melee combat. So, no other store here. Do I go for this? I think instead it's probably time to upgrade my weapons. We're going to go for getting a little more power here so I can get my weapons going. I want to start using my burst laser too to support everything. And then we will see what happens. Nothing here. They don't want to talk to you foreign kind around here. I used to actually talk with the drawl. 3 fuel. Oh, great. Can you help us and give me 3 fuel? That's great. And there's a quest marker in, what do we know, 2 stores. And these stores are useless. So we're not going to bother except to buy some fuel, maybe. Yeah, Jorn. Oh, wow. Second burst laser 1. Scrap recovery arms, stealth weapons. Distraction buoys are... I'm coming around to them, but I don't have anything to sell. So we're just gonna... Let's see here. 5 fuel. What do I got? We got a quest with a ship. We're in the Rock Homeworlds. That's not a star. So that's not the unlock quest. That's just a help me quest. But we're going to go to it. That may be it. No, it's an asteroid field. Yeah, I really want to unlock the rock ship. That'd be great to get it both here. We're going to just repair. But yeah, Jorn, or Jorgen, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I apologize. The issue is that sometimes they'll fight with 2 people in there, but the moment because what was going on with that fight was I was wanting to run my NGL Nub to use the med bay. There were 2 people in there. My experience is if I'm in control those guys and then I run one of my crew through, they're like, oh, you're fighting him. Okay, and then he just runs off. I'm currently missing both the variants of the Crystal and the Federation, which is why I'm running this, the Rock, and the only Type Bs I've unlocked are the Mantis, which I've also unlocked the Type C, and the Stealth. So I could go here, because the Rock Homeworlds is... Let's see here. I'll have enough jumps to get there. Let's do it. That's a lot of missiles, but you know what? That's why we bring the heat. Yeah, Rock Homeworlds are really scary if you don't have a defense drone and you don't have anything to do with missiles. So we'll kind of hold on here and try to make sure that we don't get blown up. Because that's a heavy ion, but it's not going to totally take me out. Okay, so mind control down. How do I unlock? If I win. I have to win. So if I win with this ship, I get the Federation. And yes, technically I could do the unlocking on easy or normal, but I want to do everything on hard here. So that's what I'm going for right now. It's really interesting shield recharge mechanics right now. I guess it's because the shield system got shot. Okay, another missile. Now we're playing with power. And look at those little rocks go. They're trying to put out the fires. But yeah, as Christo said, you beat it. If you win the game with the Engi, you'll unlock the Federation. Oddly enough, the only time I've ever run into the Federation Stronghold as a sector was the first time I played Advanced Edition. That's it. I may have been too late. Oh, got it. Barely. And for some reason now I'm missing a lot. I probably should be using my mind control. No, Tara, that was how it was before Advanced Edition came out. They changed it. Okay, somehow my ion switched targets onto the weapons. That would explain why the shields are up. What fun. I don't know when I did that or why I did that. Maybe I just clicked something because I felt like I was pretty smart. Oh. Okay. That's the risk you run. Defense drones are not 100% effective. Yeah, the NGB is the only ship I have actually never won with. And I was really hoping to win with it before Advanced Edition came out, and it didn't happen. I got all the way to the last stand, the flagship fight, and I mismanaged my crew and ended up dying. It's kind of a bummer. There we go. Apologize for the cough. Really sorry. I'm going to hold that one back for a little bit. I may need to stop and get some water for a minute. But yeah, Simtex, you're right. I'll make sure to do that in the future. I appreciate... Oh my god. Again with the defense drone. That was a lucky miss. Yeah. That is better advice because that slows down the repair and makes things go. What I was trying to do was... Or my theory of doing that was to have the... mind control the pilots so things don't get done in time, or that they don't have as high evade. There we go. And we're done with that. So there we go, 39 scrap, and I am actually going to, if you hear my voice cracking all of a sudden, I'm going to take a quick fiver here and just go and get some water. So we're going to continue this here if you all want to step and take a break for just a second. You are welcome to do so. Let me go ahead and change everything here. Because it's a lot to talk, especially when my entire household has had some kind of illness recently, and apparently I've been catching it too. Well, I'm glad I can do that for you, Christo. So there we go. I will be back in just a few minutes, and we will have the repairs going, and hopefully we'll be ready to see if I can go from surviving to thriving, which is always the challenge, especially when I really need to update, because I'm in Sector 5, aren't I? Alright, so I'll be back in a minute. And hey, Dot Gamer, I'm coming right back. All right, water is great. Water is good. Did you know that humans were made up of something like 3% water and 97% feelings? It's a truth fact. So Rock A, kind of boring. Rock A was always my least favorite ship. It is always terrible. Especially, you really got to get the luck on your side. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Semtex. That's a very legitimate concern. He writes, Rock A has become the worst ship for me now since enemy ships have increased dodge chance and higher chance of having systems in all rooms. So the whole missile does not give you the mileage that you need. I've actually had terrible luck in hard with the Engi A. So I don't want to say that's my favorite. Probably the ship that I'm best with is either the Zoltans. So maybe the Zoltan B. No. That's not my favorite. I've been on record about this multiple times. The Stealth A is my favorite ship, and I have made some people disagree with me online, which is totally fine. I think the Stealth A it's my favorite ship, and I will tell you I'm biased, but I've also said multiple times, and I stand by it, that it's the best or one of the best ships in the game. And it's not the best for the same reason as I love how slow these rock people move. It's not the best for the same reason that something like the Crystal B or any of the boarding ships are the best, because those have a lot of pretty high reliability just in terms of boarding is such a solid strategy. Even with clone bays, once you learn to deal with them, are not so bad. Yeah, the Mantis C, once again, for transporter. Biggest challenge is just getting it going. I'm really going to need level 3 shields here in a minute. That's not level 3 shields, that's the opposite of level 3 shields. And I think I got missiled. I should probably defense drone just to check. No, I'm good. Okay. So Simtex tells me that I should mind control the person repairing, and I like that strategy. Let's give it a shot. And what do we get? We have lasers everywhere, level 2 shields holding. These weapons are going to sink in a moment, and that's really scary. Come on. Save me. Mind control wore off. Good dodging. Don't need you in the shield room anymore. Yeah, 50 scrap from the titanium casing is awesome. Because it's really... titanium casing is one of those things that it's nice when it works, but you usually don't need it. But just the fact of cloaking is so hard to get on hard difficulty. Just really, really hard, as I forgot to micro there because I was too busy waxing about a ship I'm not even playing right now. Let's micro this time. Just to make a certain certain viewer who said he gets hard, or she. I assume it's a he when you say hard. But let's hear mind control up and weapons down. Got to get this up. Might as well mind control the pilots, because I'm tired of missing. So I really want to get some fuel here. See how that goes. Well, the bigger, really underrated thing for the Stealth A versus Stealth B to me, to be honest, is the fact that the Stealth B starts with 2 engine power and the Stealth A starts with 4 engine power. That extra dodge is very important. I've been RNG'd way too many times to count, just on the fact of my cloak not getting the mileage that you hope it does. But on top of that, you have the additional factor that if you're in a bad fight, in the early Stealth A, you get in some bad fights. Pretty much you want to be able to get out of dodge as soon as possible. I don't need drones anymore, and that's... If it was fuel, I'd think about it. 22 scrap's not terrible for Sector 5, but we're not going to do it. Of course, my mind control's on fire, so whatever. I don't need it anymore. Let's see if this can do it one more time, because they don't have their pilot on. They shouldn't miss. Yay! Victory! My health situation kind of sucks, but I'm still in the game, which is really all you can ask for at this point. And once again, I'm sorry for, slow and interrupted. Although the glaive beam, if you upgrade your cloaking to level 3 and make that your first priority, or if you upgrade your weapon power to 5, Interrupting's not nearly as much of an issue. So those are options for the Stealth B. But yeah, Stealth A, one of my favorites. I stand by my assessment that it's objectively one of the top ships just because of four factors. Great starting weapons, mini beam you can use the entire game. Dual lasers are fantastic for one system power and can be used the entire game. You'll want to upgrade the mini beam if possible. Also, I don't know why I'm showing the equipment here, but this is my ship anyway. It starts with the long range scanners, and long range scanners are far and away my favorite augment. I always buy them because they let you get into fights. Yeah. When it gets interrupted. You know, on the bright side, at least you get to watch the meter tick down now instead of immediately disappear for that added sense of depression. Okay, we need power. Okay. Oh, you know what? I really should have upgraded my weapon system. I can finally use this. We'll do that after this fight. I should be okay. Famous last words in FTL. I should be okay. Okay, so boarded in this place. That's not bad. In fact, I may just try and man the doors, but since he's human, he's not going to get that far. My worry is that that's going to be 5 shots all at once, but... Defense drone, save me! There we go. Oh, that laser hit it too. Thank you, defense drone, for saving me from the laser fire. Alright. And is this Engi? Once again, we're in one-on-one Mortal Kombat. I hate Leto missiles. They fire way too fast. It's like, that's the real gist of the issue, is that Leto missiles, yes, they only do 1 damage, but it adds up over time. Yeah, long-range scanners, that's the thing that, I forget who it was that posted on Reddit, but I really agree with the assessment that so many people go bonkers about scrap recovery arms. And don't get me wrong, scrap recovery arms, there's a lot of benefits to them. Oh, damn it. We did not want you in there. There's a lot of benefits to scrap recovery arms. I will not deny that for a second. But, and this is a big but, you gotta, it takes a good amount of just playing to get back that 50 scrap. And if you get it too late, it's not worth it. Oh, that's a good miss because I wasn't paying attention to missiles firing because I have not learned my lesson. But I really want to end this fight. Really want to end this fight. Still not learning my lessons. Alright. Mind control almost gone. They don't have a med bay. I could try and oxygen them out. But unfortunately, that's not really going to work. Okay, defense drone, save me! Back to mind controlling. Since there's not a lot of repairs going on, might as well just get the pilot and let these guys beat the crap out of each other. It's a lot of laser fire. Hull's critical. No oxygen. This is the FTL I know and love. Did another missile just fire? It just fired. Way too late on the trigger there. Once again, very lucky. That 25 evade is really saving me right now. Beautiful ship fire. I think this crew's actually going to die. So we'll just do this. And let's actually try to ion out their oxygen. I don't think we're going to do it at all in time, but... Because if that fire spreads... Is that extra scrap worth it? Not with the charge laser going. So systems are down. Mind control again, because I might as well. And 3 fuel. Oh, good. Killed him. There we go. Take everything out. That's how you board with the Mantis B. You don't. And I love that. Yeah, that's true. You do eventually learn to kind of feel out and sniff out with long-range scanners what events are what. Also, it's really important for ship unlocking, which unfortunately the Rock Homeworlds were not good to me. But there we go. That's Charlie is in the house, I guess. And wait, that was a quest. I was supposed to, I don't know, whatever. I guess it was a trap. There's some story to be told there, and I missed it. I really need level 3 shields. But right now, my best offense is going to be a good offense. Nebula sectors are good in theory, in my mind, and I hate going over chat on this. Good in theory. I tend to get trolled with a bunch of jumps in a row that don't have options here. Oh, good. Boarding drone. Yay. And we can get in one bonus fight. Should I do it? Let's do it. So, like I said, nebulas, yeah, I'll agree nebulas are good. This bomb could be bad. Boarding drone could be fun, but I can't really micro with it very well. I guess I could. I guess I could go for the all kill, because I do have drone parts here. Let's do it. Go! Fly, boarding drone, fly. Thanks for coming, Trouble. Alright. We're going to have some Engi on rock combat here in just a second. Let's see if we can get this going, and then when that missile fires, we're going to micromanage this like crazy. And you know what I should be doing? I really should be burst lasering the weapons. Did I actually? Okay, good. I got the missile. That's a start. So mind control off. You know what? This is actually... Yeah, I love slug nebulas. Slug nebulas are awesome. Oh boy. Well, it was a nice thought, having multiple weapon systems, but I guess we're going to let the boarding drone do its thing right now. Okay, so he didn't repair that breach in time, so I'm no longer getting missiled. Pretty good stuff. System bombs kind of are stinking a little bit, and I probably do need some air. Would help if I had my evasion up, but we'll have to get that reactor power eventually. So yeah, we can just totally sit here and take all the damage. So you all are seeing the first time I've ever actually legitimately used a boarding drone after Sector 1 in this game. After how long playing. And are they all dead, or do they have a random clone base somewhere? Oh no, it's the border. That's all that's left. Well, you know what? I think that border is going to win this fight. So that sucks. Boarding drone down. But we can burst laser him. It's going to take probably 2 shots. And let's mind control him too. Yes! Oh shit. Crystal lockdown bomb. That's funny. That's a great one for borders, which by the way, I'm already questioning the viability of this ship against the flagship because I only have 3 crew and it's going to be kind of a nightmare. But we're gonna do what we can. Crystal lockdown bomb is a fun weapon that you used to only be able to get in crystal sectors. I guess sometimes it would randomly appear in the whatchamacallits. The place with the rock that I'm in right now, the Rock Homeworlds. But yeah, there we go. End of sector. Still alive. 3 fuel. Not ideal. Oh, this is going to be horrible. No combat Engis today. I'm sorry, Doc. So, what do you think, guys? Abandoned sector or abandoned sector? Also known as hack me please and then hack me again. So no, I have Charlie, and I know Charlie's versatile, but he's still just Charlie. And then we have El Nub and Yevon C, and no stores right away. So it's probably time to work on upgrading our shields. Upgrading our everything. I want to get in this fight, but I'm really scared that I'm going to get caught up with. Alright. Please give me fuel. Oh, even better. Oh, bitch. Alright. Let's do this thing where we... It's probably going to be abandoned sector rep, to be honest. But we're going to... Like I said, I don't give up on runs. That's not my style. Yeah, you know what? I normally really do like red sectors. The issue is that I I think what really hurt me in a way was, you know what, I probably could micromanage that flak. Okay, not that slow. I thought the defense drone was supposed to shoot at the flak shots. We'll try that again. Okay, apparently I was told something different than reality. There we go, so let's take down that. Alright. Yeah, well, you know what? What's really great is taking a Mantis B or any boarding ship through Lanai space, because it's just like, what are you trying to do? Because that's not what's going to happen. Well, you know what? I think you're right, Canadian. The more you know. So here we go. Ship's critical. Really need that shield upgrade. Level 3 shields would save me here. And now they're trying to run away. They offer surrender. Do I take this surrender? No, because I need fuel. Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay. We're going to need to repair that. Should have had him, I don't know, actually on a system instead of sitting in mind control. Oops. Okay, so what do we got? We have mind control that'll be up in just a second. Let's go ahead and take this out. And, aha. 3 health. It's not even the Lanais that are going to kill me, but I do have level 3 shields. I don't have a lot of power to go around, but do I want to go to a anti-ship battery? The answer is no. We're going to play a game called Avoid Fights and see how that goes. I don't have 6 fuel, so what's the translation device? I can't do that. Yeah. Events, they have, oh my god. Okay, so do we go through the anti-ship battery or through this? Because right now, FTL is a roguelike, and sometimes you get screwed. We'll see, maybe I won't take damage here. Famous last words. Well, it is okay, it's a halberd beam, and it's a boarding drone. Boarding drone is bad news. Alright. So I'm not going to... Well, I may need level 3 shields. I'm not going to need the evade. And I'm going to need the mind control. So we'll cut oxygen at first. This is going to be fun. Because wherever it boards, it's probably going to destroy it first. Wow. Right in the cockpit. Okay. That... Oh, it's a ion bonky bonk drone. That's not what it's called at all, but that's what I'm calling it here today. Okay, that was a waste of shot, but we'll make it work. Okay, so my guys just got stunned, and they're standing there in the room. Okay, so we're running low on some power here. My med bay is now hurting. What are we gonna do? Burst laser to the drones, probably. Am I gonna lose my pilot? I might. I am not gonna lose my pilot today. I might lose a lot of things, but I'm not gonna lose him. Yeah, what you don't want is a ship without air. Let's actually open all the doors. See, that's the problem. That's where I made the misplay before. Closing the door. Thank you. Let's see if I can get this out too. Alright, so med bay will be up by the time I get back. Said, gotta avoid taking damage, and so far the ship can't hurt me with level 2 shields. So burst laser 1, ion blast 2. And more fuel. I have to kind of take that surrender. Yeah, thank you for the late advice. I realized that a little too late, Semtex. Sorry, I'm not... Multitasking is something that I do sometimes. So here, 2 fuel, 24 scrap, 2 missiles. I need the fuel, but I kind of feel like I need more scrap. We are in Sector 6, which I probably should upgrade that to Sector 6. Alright. Oh, I did not know the anti-ship batteries in abandoned sectors were friendly. So I may have to do that anyway. I will accept that surrender. I actually did not know that about the anti-ship batteries at all. Thank you. And people said Twitch chat is full of people that talk about whatever. Alright. So yeah, we'll get out of here. I need some reactor power. There's a store. I want to test you all on the anti-ship battery. Should I do it or should I go to the store? Tell me. If you say the anti-ship battery's friendly, should I do that or should I go to the store? I'm at 3 health. I should probably go to the store. But why be responsible, right? Probably just store. Alright. But I'll remember that for the future. So let's see here. Hull laser 1, fire beam, blah blah, not that good. I'm sorry guys, I wussed out. The boarding drone's fun, but I need the scrap. Need the fuel. Need the repairs. Need the repairs. There we go. That really hurts. Because I really want to invest in my ship. But I need to not be getting killed here. So, distress beacon in the Lanai sector. Events I don't know. And it was a nothing. Okay. Cool. Let's get in a fight. Stupid freaking Zoltan. Debris from a number of blah blah blah. It's using the metal to lure Lanais into a trap. Okay, so that's what mind control is going to be doing today. I love how the mind control thing is something that the Zoltans seem to like to do, because they seem to be the kind of upstanding people that don't want you to mind control, but I guess from their society or culture, from the lore standpoint, it would be justified in saying we don't want other people to be able to do that. We want to do it ourselves. Alright. So I'll remember that for the battery in the future. If I did not have 3 health, I would have done it. But 3 health is the problem. So we'll see here. I gotta remember that I actually have the burst laser now, so that'll do that. These weapons aren't particularly threatening for the time being. Get it? There you go. Tickle me with the pike beam all you want. Guess I will target the weapon system. No reason not to. Cool. Oh, that sucked. 3 fuel and 20 scrap. Okay. I'll take it. Now, this is going to be fun because all these surrenders that I'm accepting are going to really weigh down my score. But it's not about score right now. It's about trying to get the victory. And right now, 3 crew is not going to get me a victory. But we are really, really far in to not have to worry about that right now. Fortunately, I do have a drone recovery arm. And a 3rd drone could make the difference. We'll see. Shit. It must have been quite a fight. Scrap what remains. 59 scrap. I like that one. And I guess we're just going to go... You know, no, I can't. They're going to overtake that jump. So I got 3 more jumps here, probably. Maybe I should upgrade my reactor. You have no way of knowing there it was uninhabited or what. Because it's an abandoned sector. Let's get that. Just so that we can have something powered. And intruders on board. Now this is unfortunate because you really want to be getting scrap by now. And that's exactly what's not happening. Because these dead jumps are going to be the death of me. But at least it's not the Lanais that are the death of me, right? Yuck, yuck. Really? That's where you're going for? Well, we'll see these slow slaps of the... Okay, these guys are just dumb. If they hurt my... Oh, okay, let's close that door. So these guys are just going to die. Okay. Have fun with that. Round and round the ship as they suffocate. Whew. Okay. So I'm a little scrap starved. I don't know about my weapons. Probably should have sold the lockdown bomb when I had a chance. Nah, no reason to mind control them. The reason I didn't mind control them is because they're easy to manage, and I can't jump away comfortably until they die. So the sooner they die, the better. I could have mind controlled them to fight each other, but then the moment air left, the fight would stop and one person would run away to a safe room. So demand they surrender their goods. Yes, I am a pirate. Yar, surrender your goods. Don't charge your FTL. Okay, I don't have to worry too much about dodging. I do have to worry a little bit about that halberd beam. Alright. So let's go ahead and mind control the pilot just to distract the boarding team, who will go onto this side of the ship. Very nice. And I guess we'll just target this room since that's where everybody's hanging out. That sucked. Okay, where is... Really? System bombing my weapons like that's actually a viable strategy. And we're going to cut the oxygen, just keep that guy in there. I know that puts the rest of my ship at a little bit of a risk. It's a calculated risk. Because I did depressurize so much of the rest of the ship, so that's why we do that. Because I still want to stop their FTL from charging. It'd be a little fun to take out their clone bay, but right now I have slightly bigger priorities. Okay, right in the med bay. You know what? I'm tired of you guys in my med bay. And I have 2 system power, so I'll just power that up. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. Really gotta hope for some luck now. Okay, and we're jumping first. Because the rebels are just going to overtake it regardless. So let's go. Well, yeah, I'm not taking them out. Rock controlled or pirate controlled? I haven't had too much success with some of these things, so we're going to go with rock controlled because I can handle the missiles a little bit, and there's more likely to be stores. Still, that's unfortunate. That's another fight where the FTL jammer would have saved me. But so it goes. Just end this one a little bit faster. Said this is going to get really ugly on the flagship. I've dropped probably about 150 scrap in fights. And that is not good. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong about these kind of things before. But 3 crew, sort of skeletal weapon system. At least I have the... I'd love to get a second combat drone. If I could do that, I'd be in decent shape. Because I do have the recovery arm. But now we're in Sector 7. So let's do this. What do we got? 2 halberds and an ion weapon. I don't think this ship can hurt me. Alright. Just take down the shields and mind control the pilots. Sounds like a plan. We're going to be sitting here for a while, but at least we have a plan of action. Okay, so really, really want to time my burst laser correctly here. Okay, 1 halberd beam down. His halberd beams only pierce 2 shields. Alright. Come on, something hit. There we go. That's not what I meant by something. So mind control you again. Well, there we go. Some damage done. Shield's finally down. Someone's going to try and repair this. I don't like those 2 misses, but what can you do? So rock plating does make these fights take a little bit longer because destroying the system does not necessarily grant damage. And pretty much all these rock fighters have it there. So 2 missiles, 28 scrap. I need the big scrap reward, so we're not going to be taking surrender here now. Said it's doable. I don't like it with 3 crew, but it's doable. 37 scrap, 1 fuel. Alright. Gonna make this work. Buy a slave to have him join your crew. Hey, let's not sell our slave. Let's attack him. Because I don't want to spend 37 for a... as much as a shield rock would be nice, I'll take the surrender later. That's a Vulcan and a flak, though. That's fun times. I'll show you your Vulcan and I'll show you my weapon. So, and you're sending the Zoltan on me. Sell all the crew. I like that better. We'll do that. Unfortunately, selling crew is not an option, so now these guys have to die. Alright. And see, here's the Vulcan. It's starting to get a little too cozy with me. And it is going to break through the shields eventually, especially with the flak right there. So yeah, this will be a little dicey. Because unless I can actually take down these shields or start doing something with this. Yes! Oh, crap. They took down the flak first. That's okay. I just would prefer they take down something else. So let's stop the repair. See if we can do more damage. So explosions are not system damage. That's good. And just like that, a ship that was previously very dangerous, now not as dangerous. And that is a really good fire, except they do have rock crew to deal with it. And accept their offer. Justin, a crew person. Justin, I really, really need crew, but I really need scrap. I'm going to accept it. He's a shield specialist. That saves me having to worry about leveling, and that's going to help with the drone swarm. My biggest concern with this one is phase 3. I can survive the other phases, I tell myself. 2 stores. We're going to go here and try and hit this store. I'm not even going to worry about the back one there. Anything my ship needs right now other than everything, we're gonna let the store kind of dictate what we get. So overall not bad. I'm going to need to get some fuel. So let's see here. Oh, I love this event. This is one of my favorite ones. You encounter a small craft with minimal propulsion. The Rock crew member explains that the Rock Homeworld is run on lies and propaganda that keep the populace in check, and they want no part of it. We can tell them their God sent them here to join your crew, which doesn't always work, sometimes gets in fight. Promise to share with them the truths they've been denied or improve sensors. Show them your data suite. You want to make some people cry? Let's do it. The Rock Captain is impressed with the data you've collected and agrees to stay with you until they find their footing in the galaxy. So there we go. Cool. Just like that. 2 crew. You're going to man doors. Because doors are very important. You are super slow, but that's okay. We're going to hit that store. And clone bag. Ha! Glaive beam. That's funny. Nothing. Once again, nothing to sell other than the lockdown bomb. I haven't been using it, so I'm not going to use it. Let's get hacking. Hacking could be the difference. And while we're at it, we gotta buy some fuel. Now, hacking takes a drone part, and I'm fairly certain that you lose that drone part. It's not part of the drone recovery arm, because it gets destroyed at the end of the fight. So we'll get hacking, see how it goes. No, you're not going to rely on the Ion Blast, which resets it, which is exactly why I want hacking. Hack the shields and try and take it down ASAP. Now let's see here. We have a lot of fights we can get in. We have asteroids. We're going to go for maximum scrap. And if this kills me, I'm sorry, guys. We made it to Sector 7. This is actually the farthest I've made it with the NGA on Advanced Edition, as sad as that is. But I haven't played it that much, to be honest. So look, Halberd Beam Flat Cloak. Also known as Prepare Your Anus. So I can micromanage some of these systems a little bit. Hardest parts... Oh, they have stealth weapons too. Are you serious? No, they don't. Yeah, they do have stealth weapons. That's fun. Alright. We are going to hack... You know, I actually don't need the hack. I'm going to hold off on hacking. I could hack their weapons. I could hack their cloaking. I'm going to mind control their pilot. The reason I say I don't need the hack right now is because of the timing of everything. And I'm going to target their cloaking first because they don't have a super long cloak. And that failed. That was a good plan while it lasted. So, nice to see them not manning their systems right now. There's the flak again. Good to have a super shield specialist. So they're not going to be able to hack for nearly as long. Come on, fire your halberd beam. It does not knock down your cloak meter. What are you doing? Thought you had cloak weapons. Oh well. I don't like to hack unless I have to, is the moral of that story. So they're all repaired and they're all leaving their systems. Good for you. Better for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's mind control you. So these guys are just all going to do this. Maybe should have hit the other guy. I don't know. Yeah, Terrafox, you're right. But let me put it this way. This has been very much a pauper run for this kind of system here. I'd love to get more defenses. I'm probably going to pump more in my engines before it's all said and done. And I'm probably going to get eviscerated by missiles. Because I'm going to need at least one more power for drone. I really should have shot a laser right there. But yeah, what it's going to boil down to really is just hoping to see how far you can get in the flagship. So yeah, Justin, good addition. 50 scrap. Good start. Now, these next 2 to 3 jumps are going to be key. And in fact, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can do 4 jumps. So I was thinking I may have to run the gauntlet here. But I really want to upgrade my ship just a little bit. You know, I need to get some system power first. Fortunately, I'm not boarding. Unfortunately, I have 5 crew, which is about the bare minimum here. We'll see what this is. Really, intruders on board, not what I need right now. If it's just that, that's okay, though. So, level 4 shields. They do not have missiles. I'm really getting lucky with the lack of missiles right about now. And we're just going to do the same strategy as we did before, except we're going to hack as well. Let's actually hack and ion the shield room here, because I want these asteroids to do as much damage as possible. Now, granted, level 1 hacking is not fantastic, but we'll make it work. There we go. A little bit of damage. And that's better on me right there. So, see, having someone man the doors is not doing a ton of good for me right now. Come on. I really need you to be hitting this. I really need my mind control to not get taken out right here. So here we go. I guess I'm going to have to rely on, because this ship is just dodging like a fiend, I'm going to have to rely on hacking, going to have to rely on mind controlling up here. Taking out the cockpit this way. Or some way. Come on, asteroid. Don't hit me. Once again, Justin, I really want to see the stats for how many dodges he's getting, because it's like he's a magician right now with how fast that's going up there. I guess Will Arnett style. That is a really good surrender if I needed fuel. I need scrap, so we're not going to accept it. Call me stupid. I'm stupid. But yeah, we're not gonna take that shit. And these guys can just explode in space. Hacking again. Because that's what you do on this ship. Is actually... mind control and hacking is really devastating. But no, I'm used to not having cloaking. Because cloaking is something I've only gotten on one run here. So firebomb. Oh my gosh. Firebomb takes 2 power though, doesn't it? That's what we call max reward. I can't even really check right now. Firebomb would be a lot of fun. It actually combos really well with this. The problem is that it's going to take a lot more scrap than I probably have. So I can go here and down here and over this way. So I want to get into this fight. Let's see if we can upgrade our ship first. Oh boy. Attempt evasive maneuver, send someone out, and good, 41 more scrap. Usually that event's supposed to kill me, but we're going to stay ahead of the curve and then just try and get to the exit here. So what do we do, kiddos? I could go for level 4 shields, and since I don't have cloaking, I feel like that's going to be necessary. I'm going to want a little more engines than I have. I need more hacking. So I think if I find another store, I'm going to sell the firebomb. And I'm going to need some more drone power. If for anything else, for a health standpoint, because if I take damage, it'll die. So I'm going to go for shields first. Some players are engines first players. I am shields first players. Tara, it's entirely possible that one of these are stores. Or I could run into the secret Sector 8 store. Being optimistic that I get there. Okay, good. So, missile boat. Not what I wanted to see. But we'll micromanage just the same. My combat drone's not going to be nearly as effective, though, so... In fact, I could probably hack their weapons. That may be a better use of my time. And let's I said hack weapons, mind control here. There we go. Boo. Alright. Yeah, Sam, I understand what you're saying about needing more firepower. Oh, good. The guns, they've stopped. I just unlocked the NGB, I think. Because I somehow managed to ion all the systems all at once. Is that true? Yeah. I unlocked the NGB. Yay! So at least I got something out of this run. So hacking counts towards that. Pretty cool. I did not know that. Alright. Let's hit the cloaking. This cloaking's the biggest threat here. And defense drone. Please don't get hit by an asteroid. There we go. Okay, so those guys don't even know what they're doing anymore. And I just am sitting on extra system power that I could be using for engines. No, I'm not, because my combat drone died. That sucks. Alright, probably got hit by an asteroid. There we go. Just keep that up for now. And let's see here. Their weapons are hacked, but it's too late for that. Alright, gotta think this through. Let's get the cockpit. Congratulations, Stove Bacon. That is a huge deal. This is a tough, tough game. Congratulations on winning. That's my Engi getting smacked around. Let's not have that happen. So, medbay. And that's an asteroid breach. Let's stop the cloak repair. This may be a crew all kill if I didn't do enough damage first to go around. That was a very lucky miss. So 58 scrap. And they're dead. So there we go. Continuing to see if I can make it. Yeah, once you get that first win under your belt, it really helps you build on everything else. It's just that first one's tough. Tough, tough. I mean, you read guides and everything. I still remember the first time. Spoiler alert for those of you who've never seen the final boss before. I remember the first time I beat the first phase of the flagship and was so excited. And then I learned it was the first phase of the flagship. Okay, this is another good one. A Mantis ship here is adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Let's put the rock on the comm. It says 2 alien faces on the other of the vid screen. Cave dwelling. Oh my god. My He-Man style Mantis voice is failing me. Cave dwelling Pebble Man, yells the furious Mantis captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you. Sounds like something my 2-year-old daughter would say, but whatever. Well, I'm not really concerned about their weapons. Wow, this is a, I could hack their whatever at this point, to be honest. I'll probably just hack their cockpit, because their weapons are not a big threat. Their shields, pretty simple. And it blocks off the ship from people moving around, so. Now, when there's 2 Mantis borders like this, I do actually tend to mind control one of the 2 borders. My daughter is definitely a Mantis. No. Alright. So, mind control. See, this is what happens. You have one person in there, and the other person just runs out like la 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 whatever. Hate that. Hate that, hate that, hate that. Well, it's not that negative because I want to get in a fight, but yeah, I see what you're saying. So now the whole takeaway from this is that my daughter is a Mantis. That's nice. So these 2 guys are going to beat themselves up for the most part. That's a fire in the... That's a fire in that room, which stinks, but... I may just open all the pod bay doors to wherever it may be. Let's take that out, because I don't like firebombs. Firebombs are not my friend. And actually, what I want to know is why those guys are trying to get out of the shield room. That's what I really want to know, because to be honest, that is that's a system they could have taken down, and they just elected not to. I don't understand. Okay, you, Justin, are getting your ass kicked. Alright. Are my doors about to go down? Maybe, but not without a fight. Mind control's almost up. See, hacking doesn't even matter right now. We can hack for funsies, though. Get that drone value. So my doors are dead. No, system power. Don't fail me now. Now, the really touchy thing here is that... Oh, good. I actually barely survived that. These guys are just going to go running around and around. Benny Hill. I'm sorry, that's my southern accent coming out here. Benny Hill style, 53 scrap. Beautiful, beautiful. And I do have a level 1 door here, so I actually have to vent the entire damn ship. And turn off the oxygen. Get everybody piled up in here. It's going to take a little bit. Yeah, you're right. I can do better door management than I did. That's totally true. Oh, I got to upgrade my oxygen by 1, too. That's a great way the flagship can surprise you. So I'm at 134 scrap. My goal was to get... That's another asteroid field. We're going to have to take it. My goal was to get level 4 shields, and it did. Level 4 shields are not the be-all, end-all, but they help a lot. Also helps to not pause. It's like, why is my ship not filling back up? Oh, because it's paused. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Should probably also repair. Should probably also assign my crew to the right place. So yeah, that was fun. Nice to kick Mantis around, still within good repair range. If I can get to level 3 hacking, I feel pretty decent about my chances. Pretty decent. Note that I didn't say great, just decent. Here we go. More firing. At least I'm not getting boarded this time. And we're going to hack the weapons because that's a burst laser 3. Pretty much no question what you hack there. And yeah, I don't really need the shields up yet either, so we'll keep the evade up just for just because bad things can happen in asteroid fields. Alright, so gotta pay attention. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, and that's not always the best plan, but Thank you again for the reminder and opening all the doors. I always forget to do that, and that's really because that's something I didn't used to do at all. So let's see here. That's... Oh, please take out that missile launcher. I'd love to not have to use a drone here. So convenient. Ah, boo. But at least with the hack module, I can see when it's about to fire on me, and that is a perfect 3 system power. Trolliolio. Oh, wow. Actually, did it fire? Well, whatever. I got it anyway. So yeah, they're kind of screwed. Can't hack broken systems. That's right. Can mind control people in hack systems, though. So there we go. Air is everywhere. People are fighting. This is going to be good scrap. Battery charger. Wow, 61 scrap. I will happily accept that offer. Now, a battery charger is something I don't need. Okay, and that's done. I don't need a battery charger because I don't actually have a backup battery, but I can sell it. Should probably close my doors here. So the satellite defense system has gone haywire. This is great because I have an Engi. Now, I need to poll the room here, actually, because I know some of y'all know the source code of this game better than I do, and I've always wondered. The Engi crew is the more optimal choice here. It's the one that gives the bigger reward, right? Engi crew versus ion weapon. That's what it feels like it should be, but that's just my feeling, and you know people are 97% feeling, so. Or is it the same reward regardless? Are you telling me I've been fighting this whole sector with Justin not manning the shields? Great, I'm an idiot. Alright, well let's go with the Engi repair, because I know that does good things. There we go. Yay! Back to there. Yeah, some of the events will have very different scrap rewards and everything, so we're actually going to make it to the exit. But before we do, let's see what we've won. We've won level 2 hacking. We've won... I want to get level 3 doors, but I tend to not do that just yet. I'm not going to upgrade my weapon systems because that is 165 scrap that I need to invest in other parts of my ship. So let's get hacking. Let's get that. Let's get that. And we'll go for level 3 hacking. That's going to be my one necessary thing before the flagship. Everything else is kind of gravy. Would love to get another drone, but I don't think that's happening. So, oh, are you shitting me? Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. This is the first part of the crystal quest. Explore the asteroid field, and a brief exploration yields nothing. So, hey, guess what? No crystal unlock, in case you're wondering. Sector 7. Yeah. Last stand. Let's update that. And blah, blah, blah. Dude's story. 10 fuel. And what do we got? Repair. Repair. I want to hit that one repair marker. And once again, for those of you who don't know how I do the flagship fight, and I have derped it up quite a bit, and this ship is not necessarily ideally suited, I want to get into as many fights as possible while at the same time hitting as many repair beacons as possible, while at the same time getting to the base the same time the flagship does. You want to have an opportunity to jump away from the engagement and get back in case your weapon systems get hacked. If you watch me on the YouTubes, by the way, shameless plug, YouTube, Way to Fail Self, same name, who knew? Anyway, if you manage to do that and your weapons get hacked, you can have very good runs turn to shit. So there's that. And I should probably also pre-power my systems. I'm really hoping to find a store, because right now the computer, I don't know what that is. I could sell the battery charger, I can sell the long-range scanners, I can sell the firebomb. Would love to do so. Long-range scanners are still decent in this sector, but they're not a requirement. Okay, at least this isn't 5. That's a lot of drones, but those drones are not going to break down my shields. I don't think I need to hack this ship. Definitely don't need to mind control this ship, so we're going to do this. Yeah, I'll save the drone. The reason I'm saving the drones is I might very well need it on phase 2 of the flagship. The reason I didn't hit the top repair beacon was because it's too far away from the base. That's exactly why, actually. Please. Oh, wow. Good thing that missed because the defense drone certainly didn't do shit. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's too far away from the base in total. We're actually going to target the piloting first. Was hoping for 2 hits there. I guess if I'm not hacking, I can power the engines. Oh, what is micromanagement? He asked to himself. That's why we have repair beacons, right, guys? Oh, boy. Well, that's my own damn fault. Gotta watch those missiles. Alright. There we go. Whew. So we gotta wait for that stuff to go all the way back down. A little bit of ion damage. Just looked away from that missile shot for just a second, and what happened? Okay, missed again, so that's a plus. And once again, just gotta wait for these shields to degrade a little bit. Gotta love the music in the background. FTL, one of the best soundtracks in gaming today. And you didn't think they could give you more, but oh yes they did in Advanced Edition. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, we are going to hack, and we're going to hack the piloting. I'm tired of this. I'm going to hack the shields. We're going to max hack the shields. Tired of waiting. This is totally impatience. And, oh, defense drone. Glad to see you there today. Alright, well, let's get the Engi that's not dying here to repair. Let's actually fire the things. This is getting to be a very irritating fight. Vent all the doors open. But it wouldn't be the last stand, and I really need the scrap, so we're just going to make it happen, right? Let's see if firing on another system will help. Wow, really? You penetrated all of my shields? All of my shields? Ugh. Alright. Let's fix that. Justin, you just had one job. Just one. Alright. I guess it's because the cockpit got destroyed. That's understandable. Just want to take out that missile. There we go. Now you can do whatever. And that's why we hit the repair beacon afterwards. Yeah, thanks, Jorgen. I caught it in time. For once, I caught it in time. I do appreciate the warnings because usually I don't, as you well have seen. No, it's fine. I appreciate people giving a heads up, even if I am seeing this a little bit in the future compared to you. And let's just go ahead and tell me, well, we're not going to be able to tell right now. 75 scrap. Level 3 hacking. It has to be level 3 hacking. That's what we need for the flagship to get the shields down as fast as possible. Alright, repair beacon's still there. Very tempted to take this fight, but I have a feeling I'll lose this repair if I do that. And if I remember right, pre-Advanced Edition, you did not get scrap for these. So it's really nice that you get handed that now. Really nice. Okay, so I could actually maybe do this with just this weapons without the drones. The drones will help. So see the other repair beacon gone? Now we got to go this way. I don't think I'm going to run into a store. But yeah. 2 fights. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got enough to do both of these. Hopefully I don't get screwed. Famous FTL words. That might actually be a flak too. That is a defense drone. Right? Yeah, it's just a defense drone. And that is a boarding drone. Why did I turn off the ion blast? Not what I wanted to do. Alright. I will need my shields up. So we'll hackety hack and ion and mind control. Fun! It's all good. Okay, that is a I don't mind you going to that room. That's one reason, good reason to have hacking. Now, I don't want you to say take out my oxygen for a while, but I don't mind that. Okay, shot that a little too early. So there goes my drones. And it's going to go for my air next. So just got to wait for this stuff to get back. That's the first flak. Please don't be a flak 2. That was a flak 2. That's a lot of shrapnel. Going for my engines. Alright. Once again, just waiting for this dodging to happen. Okay, I really want to shut that door. There we go. Okay, no dodging. That's actually really terrible. Let's see if we can pull somebody off of here. There we go. Maybe should have done that to the pilot because nobody would be able to get him through the shield room, but whatever. Gotta take out the flak before it fires because I have no dodging capabilities. Ah, missed it. Okay, hang on. Oh, ouch. Okay, that's my shields next. Okay, so down to 2 shields. So again, I really wish I was doing a little more damage here. Or wish I was doing a little bit more effective work with the ions here. Okay, why is that door staying open? Alright. Okay, so there's another flak. Maybe I should have hacked their weapons. Whatever. Alright. Okay, so 1 weapon down. Taking some damage that I don't like. But we're kind of beyond the point of no return here. On this. I've invested too much into this fight. So I have no dodging once again. Once again, this is just going back and forth. This is apparently a sad loadout here. If the door's not going to be a concern, I don't need that guy on the doors. Alright. See if we can take it out this time. Would help if I had a combat drone up. Good! Flak down! Finally! Finally flak down. Alright. Let's get this Engi up here to repair that when he's done. So see, not as dangerous as it once was. Fortunately, taking this shit down is taking forever. So flak back up, but it's got to reset. Since it's a flak 2, that's going to take a really long time. So in fact, we're going to do this. Oh man, so close to getting that mind control back. Okay, medbay first this time. That's cute. So that's a defense 2 drone. That's part of the reason this is taking so long. Fortunately, defense 2 drones are not in the mood to target my other systems here. So I can't mind control that repair drone. I can mind control... who? Let's mind control you. So he's going to run around now. This is fun. It's a little tough. Yeah, ion drones, pretty damn annoying. I will give you that one. And that was another flak that I just happened to survive. I was hoping to micromanage some crap there, and I didn't. Best laid plans, right? So fighting in the med base, still not a good idea, regardless of whose side you're on. Ion weapons still not doing too great. Ugh. This is a nasty fight. I probably should have firebombed a long time ago. Oh well. If this burst laser shot doesn't hit, we're going to firebomb it. And we'll get you... I'm going to have to get you closing that door in a second too. I'm going to need to upgrade my oxygen in a second. Okay, so more flak, more damage. This is not how I want to limp into the flagship fight, but there's no more repairs. Okay, good. System fire. That's just what I need. Let's get you out of there because you will suffocate. Alright. So no more dodging. Okay, come on now. Gotta get something out of this. Would be nice if I had my mind control back before the flat got repaired, please. Yes, good. Thank you for the very sound advice. I guess we'll just have to do it like this. Come on, one more damage. One more damage. Just one more. Longest fight of this whole thing. Alright. Only 28 scrap. Oh well. So we got some repairs to do, don't we? Let's go ahead and upgrade our oxygen. Because that's important. Vent all these rooms. Get the med bay up. Get you all repairing over here. Yay! Alright, so we're not even on the flagship. Good thing that flagship doesn't throw around an ion drone, isn't that true? Okay, so Charlie, get back to the engines. Justin, you'll go to wherever you go. You'll go to wherever you go. Looks like we're all repaired up. I don't know how I'm going to do. This is a much lower life total than I like taking into the flagship fight. I'm actually very pessimistic about how it's going to go. But at least I did get an unlock here, so that's a plus. As you can probably hear one of my dogs in the background right now, maybe if my microphone picked it up. And he likes to do some things real quick, so I'm going to check and make sure. He's 6 pounds of little piece of crap. So I'll be back in just a second. Then we'll jump and see if this ship is going to kill me. Alright, 2 more jumps to the flagship fight. Time for the main event, possibly. Not turning off all the air. Is this ship good enough to take on the flagship? Not really, but you know what? That's FTL. You just gotta kind of go and get what you get. Okay, let's defend the outpost. This is a good drone layout as long as I don't get ion down. That's kind of the hope. Don't need mind control. Don't need hacking. I just need to take this down. I'm going to hack anyway. Because I don't think this ship can actually hurt me. I just kind of want to get things moving along. So here we go. Cockpit down, maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we just got one little ion. So there we go, that's a start. Could actually just let this all auto fire and probably be okay, but we're not going to do that. Since it can't dodge, might as well maximize our damage. And for those of you who don't know, no, I do not train my crew here. Is actually, I didn't realize Bjorn was a pilot. I guess I did know that and I just didn't do anything about it. There's things that I'd love to have going into this fight, and missing out on all those jumps with battles in the middle of the game is possibly going to come back to bite me, but wow, there's like raining scrap on me at the very end. Fantastic. This is the last stand. Here's my ship, the Topur. That was not me being funny, that was just me typing. Here's my crew. Yevansi, El Nub, Charlie, you always got to have a Charlie, Justin, and Bjorn. Maybe someday in the future I'll be better and name stuff after my viewers and then cackle as they die. I have a lot of stuff that I'd love to sell, like the firebomb and the drone recovery, or the battery and the long-range scanners. Could probably sell the drone recovery arm as well. But it may be fortuitous that I have the firebomb, because firebombs can be very useful on the flagship fight. So, maybe good that I still have it. I have 98 scrap. What do you think? I am thinking right now The conservative play would be engine reactor. Looking at my system layout, should probably be reactor piloting. Because if that does two things. If the piloting takes 1 damage, it's still alive. And if I get mind controlled in phase 3, which is bright, shiny, optimistic making it to phase 3, we can go that route. Drones already have a little bit of backup health. I don't know. Well, the first time, actually, Evan, the first ship that I won on easy with was the Engi, and I happened to win that one because I had 3 combat 1 drones, and unfortunately, I do not have that here. So let's see. I think I'm gonna go reactor piloting, because that's gonna, if for some reason, oh wow, they actually buffed the auto evasion. It used to be 25 and something, now it's 50 and 80%. Now that's of your evasion rate. So we'll do this. Let me make my own mistakes, I guess. That'll be fine. Lets me power up more things, which is all we really want here. And I'll have to micromanage dodge and everything. Flagship! Woo! Alright. Yeah, loves. I do want to upgrade my engines, and that'll probably be my next priority if I make it past phase 1. Problem is that I need the power to actually power my stuff. So, flagship, for those of you that do not know, on hard, these rooms are connected. You can't just board and take this out. Well, you can if I had a lockdown bomb, which I did, and I had a boarding crew, which I didn't, or a transporter, which I don't. So, let's go ahead and make this happen. Not like that. Okay, wrong button. So, I'm getting hacked, and the reason that we do this is my hacking is getting hacked. That's actually pretty damn annoying. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. There's worse systems that can get hacked. I have an ion blast too. I have a defense drone. I can hack their shields. Could hack their hacking, but there's not much point. So let's see here. First missile volley. I'm going to need to get their pilot in just a second. Justin, save us. That is very true. Alright, so. Okay, 1, 2. Wow, defense drone hitting 2 things at once. That is awesome. Alright. Alright, so 3 ions. Not good. Hacking down. Fortunately, I'm not getting counter-hacked right now. That's going to change in a second. Gotta watch for the missiles coming. There's the first cloak. First cloak's always a little scary because that means that those missiles are going to come, but I do have a defense drone. 1, 2. Oh, wow. 35% dodge. I should have micromanaged my evade. And unfortunately, the ion damage resets, so that's why we need the level 3 hacking. Once again, probably don't need the air right now. Hackety hack! You can do it, guys. Make dreams come true. Okay, first contact is pretty okay. Alright. Let's get the combat drone back up, and let's get some air back in here. And burst laser this piece of crap. Oh, wow, still got it with the hacking. Awesome. So getting counter-hacked, at least it's not my shields. However, that does let them pass through, so I'm going to have to get my defense drone up in a second. More than likely, there we go. Micromanagement. Come on. Been lucky so far. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. And hacking will be up momentarily. Wow, I actually need to rehack. Maybe. My hacking module is currently hacked. So am I going to need to rehack? Yeah. Alright. So if that's what that has to do, that's what we'll do. Okay, so we'll get mind control up here in just a minute. And defense drone, all the micromanagement, and we're not even on phase 2. And let's mind control the repairer this time. Still getting really good RNG on those misses. And there's one of my other dogs being very happy. Mind control dying. Don't need to worry about it. So we'll boarding, so we'll repair. Okay, so the hacking drone's getting killed by the hack. That explains that a little bit. Okay. And do I have max evade? I do now. Alright. Okay, oxygen. There we go. This is more of what I expect. And the worst part is that because these doors are hacked, I am gonna have a hell of a time getting my oxygen back online. So alright, this is where things get a little more fun. So I guess the one downside is that I am going to lose my oxygen here in a second. Alright, so with a burst laser 2 and a combat 1 drone, we'll see how this goes. I could shoot the hacking, but it's level 3, so let's actually mind control appropriately. Let's fire on this. Ah, counter hack just in time. Okay. Good, you can set my hacking on fire just a little bit. I don't like that fire. Okay. Losing my hacking is gonna hurt if I lose it. So it may be time to firebomb. Alright, these guys are all going to try and repair, so... Look at all this fire spreading. It's so pretty. Okay. Beams, boarding, and you know what? Remember when I said before that it felt like I'd stabilized a little bit? I think this is the part where maybe it's not going so well. What do I firebomb? I feel like I should firebomb their cloaking. And if it hits, it hits. If it misses, it misses. Okay, there's a hit. Alright, so there's a lot of fires. I'm not going to have a lot of time to hack, so... Alright. A little bit of oxygen back in the system. Their cloaking is beautifully timed. I don't even know when the missiles are firing. There we go. And 1, 2, there we go. Like I said, the RNG was really in my favor early, but this fight is not really, is going a little bit more how I expected now. Because my hacking's on fire, and I was really relying on my hacking. I could jump away, but let's see here. I do have a safe node, but to be honest here, if I jump away and come back, I don't know. I said I'd fight this to the bitter end. And I am going to lose this engagement. But I've got it down so low. That's the thing. Let's jump away. We're going to reset one time. See if we can get all of our systems in order. Try it again. That was a... Okay, so my game client just crashed. That's not good. That'd be like the anticlimax of anticlimaxes. Supposed to autosave. Continue. Where are we? Oh, this feels so cheap. Oh, this feels so cheap. I get to do it again. The game's like, what? You want to fight that flagship again? Ugh. That does not... This makes me feel a little icky. Well, what did we do last time? I promise I didn't do anything special. What I do last time, we're going to do exactly what we did last time this time for the sake of consistency. And we'll see if the random number generator is on my side or not here. Because I got missiled like hell before. Okay. Because I could just suicide my crew right now and say whatever. But this is FTL. Randomness is random. My weapons are going to get hacked. Oh my... Okay, they hacked my scanners. That's cool. Okay. I can live with my scanners getting hacked. Alright. Already a better situation. So we're still going to have to deal with this, and we're still going to have to deal with this. That is so true. The RNG will sometimes be in your favor and sometimes not be. Like right now, probably all three of these missiles are going to hit. No, one in the engines. I can deal with that. Alright. A little excited. I'm probably going to get cloaked out in time, but should have mind controlled there. Which means I'll need an extra system power somewhere. And let's see if this can happen this time. Yeah, visited a repair node. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That sounds about right. I feel like I'm about to get missiled again. Alright. So Ion Blast still going. Here comes the Bum Rush. Right in the mind control balls. Which sucks if only because I have to fight through... Okay, my mind control's on fire. So we're going to have to definitely deal with that. So mind control no longer part of the strategy, but... Here comes the lasers. Still getting ioned like hell. Feel like I don't have appropriate spare power here, but I'm going to keep my oxygen cut off. Just to hope that I can snuff out those fires. Good show, good show. Alright. I just said that out loud. Alright. That's what happens when I get a little bit intense. You get me saying really stupid things. Okay. Come on, defense drone, make it work. Since you're hacking shields, you may want to focus damage on missiles and mind control the repair guys. Yeah, that's all very true. That is all very good advice. We may be going level 2 oxygen here in just a second, though. And I may lose my doors in just a second, which could stink. I really don't want to lose that. Alright. Yeah, see, here we go. This is the same issue we had before. Because now I'm not going to be mind controlling anybody. So that was a wasted repair. I guess not totally wasted. But I don't need the power in it anymore. Well, no, wait a minute. I have... Hack Vision. And I lost a combat drone. Alright. And we're losing more things. Right, we'll just vent all the top part of the ship. Hack, are you there? Hack, are you there? And let's see here. I only have so many little things. Once again, I could firebomb. The problem with shooting my tiny laser at this is that they'll repair it before I can really do anything with it. My goal in shooting the shield room again and again is to keep it down and make it take longer to repair. Setting it on fire goes a long way towards doing that. Alright. Still taking a ton of damage. It's really kind of the funny part of Phase 1 for me with the flagship, is that I really haven't figured it out like I hoped I would by now. Okay, so there's a lot more damage. Still a lot going on here. But that is a very good fire to have. Alright. In fact, most of my ship's on fire. My defense drone's down now, so... And now I don't need to eye on that, so I can eye on this. Did they fire the missiles already? I can't even tell anymore. There we go. Okay, my mind control's on fire again, and my doors are down, so that means my med bay is going to be on fire. Second hero defense drone with 2 kills. Nice. Alright. So maybe, just maybe, I made it out of this phase. Thank you, based game client crash repair. Alright. Oh, it's just got one more damage to do. Alright. Now, does it fire missiles while cloaked? I think the answer is yes. It does fire other things while it's cloaked, so... Med bay on fire. Yeah, shooting cloaking would be really smart. But, you know what? Combat drone does it good too. Phase 2! 20 scrap. What do I need? I need a repair, but you know, that's better than a... Ah, damn it. Okay, well, that's one extra hull damage I did not need to take. And my sensors are on fire, so I can't even see what's going on. I can send the rock in. Yeah, there's fire. Alright, so sensors no longer on fire. Let's close all the doors. And level 2 oxygen. So, strategy for phase 2 is the same as phase 1, only better. Because there's no cloaking, so the Ion Blast 2 is going to have a little bit more mileage. I could hack the missiles. I've never actually done that before. And it sounds... that in my mind, that feels like a big-ass waste of time. I don't think this ship's going to survive phase 2. Technically, this ship didn't survive phase 1. Let's not forget that real quick. Sorry, I don't smoke or anything with my throat. I'm surprised my voice has held up this long. Alright, well. Okay, 28 scrap. Anything useful? Actually, no. I cannot spend my 20-some scrap. Okay, before I die, I would just like to say thank you all for sticking around and watching. FTL is more fun with friends. And for those of you who may have missed the beginning of this, oh my god, I'm so sorry. This should be up on Twitch afterwards. And this will be up on YouTube later this week. So that's cool. Phase 2! Oh my god, I'm going to be coughing all the way through this, and I really apologize for that. Because I know some of you really don't like that. So I'll be right back to get some water. Alright. Got some water. I don't know if it's going to last. So we'll see. My defense drone usually does very poorly shooting things. We'll find out here. Got him! Now I don't remember if there's a delay now like there used to be with this, but oh wow, I got the hacking first shot too. Alright. Question is, do I firebomb this? I guess it's too late for that now since this is starting to charge up, but maybe next run. And a burst laser, go. And do we have another shot of the defense drone? Maybe. Oh, missed. Okay. He is gonna go for my weapons. Shit. Alright. Prepare to engage. Alright, level 2 oxygen. Yeah, I killed a lot of their crew. That's what happens when you set the shield room on fire and hack it. That's one reason I like doing that. Alright, but... oh man, I didn't even have my defense drone up for those missiles, and they're everywhere. And here comes... I don't even have my shields fully powered. Because I can't. Guys, this has been a good run, but it is about to end. One phase later than maybe some would have expected. Alright. Yeah, the good news is that I killed a lot of their crew. The bad news is that I'm going to die. It's here. Actually, let's see here. Why am I not having a weapon able to fire? I guess I got hit with a system damage or something there. Yep, there's the beam of doom because all my shields got taken down. Yay! I made it to phase 2 with the NGA. Better than I have in hard in the past. RNG kicked me in the nuts a little bit this run, but still fairly adequate. The best I've done with this. Not the first time I made it to the last stand, actually. So, yeah, they're almost all beam drones until you get lasered a few times. I had level 4 shields, but that one missile damage or one stray damage to the shields did me in. So, there we go. Did unlock the NGB, so that is a plus. So let's take a look real quick here, because right now I just got to make one or two little determinations here. What do we got? All right, because I do have to check a few things from time to time. Oh, thank you for all the GGs. I'm sorry to be looking down and then up. It was a good run. This is my high score list, by the way. But let's put it this way: I got 2 cracks at the flagship and made it to phase 2. Not terrible. All right, now this is what I want to do, and unfortunately, this is what I have time to do. Because I do try and start my streams at noon if possible, but that wasn't the case today. And I do have some things that I'm going to need to take care of that are work related, because I do try and schedule this some around my work, because I work really weird hours, which is a benefit of being self-employed. So thank you all for watching. Next stream should be Thursday, and I'll post to make sure. If you can follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, where you'll be able to watch this again and break down my play. Thursday, if y'all want to, I'm hoping to do a shieldless attempt. Whether that's a shieldless Zoltan or whether that's a shieldless Stealth B depends on whether I've unlocked the Zoltan B or not. But for now, that's my info. Thank you all so much for sticking around. It's great. Thanks for those of you all that came from YouTube, from Reddit, from anywhere. Love the feedback from everybody. Feel like I've become a better player just because I have some extra people watching over my shoulder. So, indebted to you all. That's why I like doing this, because it's fun to share with you all. So that's it for now. Going to be more streaming later this week, but that's it for now. This is Way to Fail. Didn't fail it faster than light, but you know what? You don't win them all, especially on hard. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.